Hello, this is Jim Klima live from the TV Free Newsroom with breaking news. The Baltimore County Historical Society just announced a special event for this Sunday, June 11th, concerning Lansdowne history. And streaming live from the historic Almshouse in Cockeysville, we have Mr. Dan Cosgrove, who is the founder of this multimedia historical project. Dan, what can you tell us about this upcoming event?
Jim, we're sending a special invitation out to all of those on the You Grew Up in Lansdowne Facebook page, along with all of those that came out to the Lansdowne History Nights at the Lansdowne M. In fact, we're sending an invitation out to all of those in Lansdowne to come on out this Sunday, June the 11th, to the historic Almshouse in Cockeysville. Will
there be any new information presented at this event?
Oh, yeah. We're going to be presenting some history that we haven't presented before. It has to do with Lansdowne, the B&O, and how it all ties together with this history project. So, yeah, there will be new information for those that have been following this online and coming out to the history nights at the Lansdowne M.
But, Dan, what about people who live in other parts of Baltimore County who seem to have no interest in Lansdowne history? Will there be something in this presentation for them?
Well, Jim, the presentation of Lansdowne's history is going to take place in a broader framework of how you take history and move it into the age of YouTube and live streaming, which every community really needs to do.
Well, Dan, could you just elaborate on that a little bit more, please?
Jim, we're in the midst of a digital revolution, and every community should really digitize its history. But as soon as you begin to do that, questions present themselves like, how do you keep the history authentic when you're cropping a photograph or retouching it? You know, how much is too much? How much would be allowed to keep the history authentic? There's all kinds of questions that present themselves that have not really been answered. We're going to open those questions up to everybody in the audience and see what other people's opinions are.
Well, that sounds very interesting, Dan, for anybody who'd be interested in Baltimore County history. And if you would like to get a sneak peek, you can go to www.lansdownemdhistory.com or on YouTube to Lansdowne MD. Dan, can you give us the details of this upcoming event at the historic Almshouse, the location, and the times for people to be there?
Sure, Jim. The presentation takes place this coming Sunday, June the 11th, at the historic Almshouse in Cockeysville, located at 9811 Van Buren Lane in Cockeysville. The presentation begins at 2 and will end no later than 4.
Thanks, Dan. And now we turn you back to your regularly scheduled programming. Governor, you were here tonight speaking about leadership.
Yeah.
Now, in your career starting in Arbutus as an athlete, and then Gilman, Princeton, what did those things teach you or your coaches teach you to be the man you are today or the leader that you are today?
Hi, this is Jerry Rochelle, and you're watching TV Free Baltimore.